Welcome back to Marvel Zombies. We're doing X-Men Resistance. We're doing the second mission, Breaking and Entering. We've got Colossus here with 4 walkers around him and a Sentinel hand. Storm here. We got Rogue inside the building, and we got Wolverine just outside the door. We got 3 walkers over here in this spawn zone, and that's about it. Alright, we're going to start off. I think we're going to start off with Storm. We don't want to click Colossus over into the orange zone. He's at 14 and the orange zone is at 19. So if he takes out 5 more walkers, he's going to click to the orange zone and the spawning is going to get that much worse. So we're going to start off with Storm. She gets 1 power, so she's up to 1 power now. And we're going to take a quick look at this card that she has. She's got Bolivar Trask with her. Once during your turn, you may spend a power to allow another superhero within range 2 to perform 1 action, then resume your turn. She is going to do that, and she's going to give that extra action to Rogue, who is just 1 away. Alright, she's going to give that action to Rogue. Rogue's going to use the action to move. So she's going to move 1 spot. There we go. Alright, back to Storm. Storm has 4 actions because she's in the yellow zone, and the yellow bonus action is you get a bonus action when you hit the yellow zone. So there we go. Storm is 4 actions now, and she's just going to start, I think, attacking the walkers. She's going to attack the walkers with Colossus. And now she has a range of 0 to 1. She rolls 2 dice, hits on a 3+, with her lightning bolt. So I'm just going to readjust the camera here. She's going to start shooting into this zone. And yes, there's no friendly fire in Marvel Zombies. If you miss, you just do not hit your superheroes, because they're superheroes. They don't get hit, they just dodge out of the way. So Storm will just say, look out, Colossus, here comes some lightning bolts, and he just gets out of the way. Alright, let's get out the dice tray and roll up some attacks. Alright, so her first attack, rolling 2 dice, hitting a 3+, and let's see if she can knock out some of these walkers. Yep, she takes out, so for her first attack, she takes out 2 walkers. That's going to put her from 8 to 10 XP. She's a long way from 19. She's going to attack again. The same area, 3+, and this time she hits 1 of them, taking her up to 11. And she will, yeah, you know what? She's going to go ahead and do a 3rd attack against the walker, and she gets a 4. So boom, she's managed to take out all the walkers around Colossus with, does she have an action left? I think she does. And she spent her power. She's got 0 power. She's got 1 action remaining. She took out all 4. She should be up to 12 XP. Alright, gotta think what else we want to do with Storm. Alright, I think Storm's final action, I think she's just going to move into the house. And the reason we want her there, she has her special ability that she can use the gust of wind and take anyone within 1 zone away and shove them to an adjacent zone. So she can start shoving people out of the way if they start coming in here. Alright, I think we're going to do Colossus next. And he can actually get 3 more experience, not going to bother him. So you know what, for his very first action, he's going to power up, of course, so he gets 1 power, sitting at 1 power. Oh, and the other thing I should mention is the bystander that he's rescued is Maria Hill. Once during your turn, you may spend a power, automatically eliminate 1 brute within range 1. Well, no brutes on the board, so we're not going to worry about that. He is going to go ahead and fire off the Sentinel hand, though, at these walkers. So how does that work? It's an action. So for his first action, it's 0 to 2 range. Well, he's here, so it's 1-2 range. Can reach 3 dice, hits on a 3+. And each hit counts as 2 hits. Well, and then we flip it over. So we're going to flip this over. So he basically shoots off the Sentinel hand. It's going to be 3 dice hitting on a 3+ into this zone. Alright, just adjusted the camera a little bit so we can actually see the dice tray. Alright, how's that going to work? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it like that. Alright, off. He aims the Sentinel hand at those walkers. Hits on a 3+. And, oh wow. Yeah, the Sentinel hand just wipes, it wipes them right out. Alright, and now it can be thrown. Well, that was his first action. He gets 3 experience. He's going from 14 to 17. 2 more experience for Colossus, and he's going to be ticking over into the danger zone, into orange. We don't want that. He has 3 actions remaining, so he's going to go 1 and 2 to join Storm inside the building. And for his final action, as we can't see that, let me readjust the camera, which I should have done. All right, so he's in the building now with Storm. He has 1 action remaining because he's got 4 actions. He's in the orange. He is going to go and get an heroic trait and dash. Discard when moving. Spend any amount of power to move that many additional zones. Wow. So when he wants to, he can boogie. He's sitting with 1 power. All right, Storm 0 power. She's used hers. That was Colossus taking his turn. And up next, I think we're going to have Rogue, because Rogue has the free open door action. She gets 4 actions. So let's go ahead and have Rogue take her turn. Alright, so Rogue's going to go up here and join Wolverine, who's frothing at the mouth because he's ready to beat things up. And for her free door action, she's just going to pop this door open, which blows it right off the hinges. She just blows the door down. I'll fix that later. So yeah, Rogue, a little too rough with the door, pops it right off the hinges. Alright, we do have a bystander in there, and we also have a spawn zone. The bystander is Shauna. She's a melee. When performing a melee attack, you may spend a power to have all enemies suffer -1 toughness to a minimum of 1. Well, Rogue does that already. Alright, we're going to find the Shauna miniature, and then we're going to come back and spawn in that zone. Alright, so I got the Shauna miniature here. Like, these miniatures are just so cool, as they should be, of course. Cool mini or not. Alright, so we have a spawn zone here. You open the door, you got to spawn. And we are going to spawn in the yellow zone. And what do we get in the yellow zone? Oh, we get a zombie hero. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. Alright, yeah, we got a few of them, so let's give this a shuffle. It's all random anyway, and we're going to see which zombie hero is in that room with Shauna, who's probably fearing for her life. Alright, let's see who that's going to be. Which zombie hero is going to show up, superhero? And we get Rocket. Rocket Raccoon. Zombie Rocket Raccoon. Brute, starting their activation within range 2 of him, gain +1 action. He's got 3 health. Alright, let's find Rocket Raccoon. Alright, so Rogue rips the door off its hinges, and inside is Rocket Raccoon. Zombie Rocket Raccoon. There he is. Wow, they're so cool. He's got his big rocket launcher, obviously. So there he is. Oh dear. Okay, Rogue, so that was her first action. Free door open. She's got actually 3 actions remaining. And she is going to step into the room. She's got 2 actions remaining. For her second to last action, she's going to power up. So she powers up, taking her from 1 to 3. She has 3 hours. For her final action, she will attack, try and punch out Rocket Raccoon's lights, spending all 3 power. Let's take a look at her. And the cool thing is, all enemies suffer -1 toughness. So instead of Rocket Raccoon being 3 toughness, he's going to be 2 against your mighty punches, because Rogue is awesome. Once you open door. Okay, so she's spent 3 power. She's going to be rolling 5 dice, hitting on a 3+, and she needs to just do 2 hits to Rocket Raccoon to knock his lights out. Alright, 5 dice for Rogue, hitting on a 3+. And she only needs 2 hits. Come on, Rogue! Oh my goodness, Rogue gets 3 hits against Rocket Raccoon. Zombie Rocket Raccoon was short-lived. She just goes in there and she just takes him down. And because she took him down, and his health is 3, his toughness is 3, she gets 3 experience points for that, taking her from 9 up to 12. Nicely done, Rogue. Alright, that's the end of Rogue's turn. Up last, in turn order. Well, in the turn order, you can do it any order you like. Now we've got Wolverine, who's frothing at the mouth, and wanted to beat on some things. Where are the spawn zones in here? We just have 1 spawn zone in here? That's it? Okay, well, this is an easy mission, apparently. Alright, Up next is Wolverine. He's at 3 power. He's going to go to 4 power. So let's figure out what we want to do with Wolverine. Alright, well, he has 4 actions. I think he's just going to move in here for this first action. For his second action, he will rescue Shauna. So this is going to be with him. When performing a melee attack, he may spend any number of power. All enemies suffer -1 toughness to a minimum of 1. Wow, that's going to combo off his abilities so well. So Shauna's rescued by Wolverine. That was his second action, and he's got 2 more actions. There's no use powering up. When you rescue a bystander, you get maximum power. But he's already at maximum power, so he can't power up anymore. He has 2 actions remaining. He could open the door, but I think we don't want to do that right now. So I think he's going to get a heroic trait. He already has one, courageous, so he gets another heroic trait, dash. Discard or moving to spend any amount of power to move that many zones, so he also has dash. You can have 2 heroic traits at any one time. If you pick up a third one, you can discard one of your other ones if you don't use it. He has 1 action remaining, and you know what? He is going to not use it because, I mean, he could open the door, but we don't want to spawn in here just yet. Alright, well that's going to be the end of all of our X-Men taking all of their actions. Hope I haven't messed anything up. If I do, I try to catch it in editing. If not, check comments. Alright, it is spawn time since Storm and Colossus took out all of the walkers on the board. We've got 3 spawn points. The first one's over here, so let's start. Alright, first spawn point in the yellow. We're still in yellow. And 6 walkers. Walker Rush spawn, then activate. Holy God. So basically the 6 walkers are going to be here. They're going to move over to this location. So I'll just get them out here. 6 walkers appear where the hand is, Sentinel hand. Alright, and here are our 6 walkers. They spawned and activated, and they're swarming over top of the Sentinel hand. What? They're a little bit of ways away. Alright, we've got a second spawn point down the bottom right. Let's get to that one. Alright, the second spawn point down here in the bottom right-hand corner. And what do we get in the yellow zone? We get another Walker Rush spawn and activate. 5 walkers. Okay, so they're going to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all going to go this way. So the 5 are going to spawn right here. And then they're all going to walk their way right here. So we've got 5 walkers. That's a lot of walkers. Holy moly. Alright, 5 walkers on their way. All multiple man, apparently. Okay, there you go. 5 walkers. Last spawn point, you can see it right here. The blue, let's do it. And the final spawn point, as you can see, a lot of zombies around here. Final spawn point right here in the blue, and we get, oh wow, multiple man multiplication. Spawn indicated walkers in all zones containing walkers. So basically we're going to get 1 walker added to every zone that has walkers. So, wow, the walkers are coming. So basically it means this zone is going to get an extra walker. Now there's 2, 4, now there's 7 in there, and this one's going to get an extra walker, 6. Okay, we're going to zoom out, and we're going to wrap up our episode for today. Well, I gotta say, so far our superheroes, X-Men, have been pummeling any zombie superhero that has shown up. Rocket Raccoon absolutely pummeled by Rogue, of course, with their mighty fists. And Cyclops got pounded out by Colossus in the very first episode. So things are going well, but oh wow, do we have a lot of walkers all of a sudden spawned on the board. So there is that. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. This is Marvel Zombies X-Men Resistance. We're doing the second scenario called Breaking and Entering. We just need to open this door, get the red objective, giving everybody 5 XP, which is going to be bad because that's going to shove Colossus to the orange, but then he'll get a special ability from us, so that's kind of cool. And then we all need to get to the exit with no enemies in there, so we'll see if we can pull it off. So thanks so much, and I'll see you tomorrow for the continuation Marvel Zombies X-Men Resistance.